Hey fellas! Today I'm going to show you my way of filling awkward gaps where we don't have enough access to sand and or we don't want to lose any detail that is already in the plastic. So let's get started. After identifying what needs to be filled, I outline the gap with masking tape to protect the details. Then I apply the key actor in this video, the acrylic putty. In this case I'm using a putty from AK, but I guess that all work pretty much the same. As usual, links for all the tools and materials I use you can find in the description of this video. Such as any other filler, the more you apply, the more you'll have to remove later, so it's best to apply the putty sparingly. Once the putty had about 5 minutes to dry, I removed the masking tape to save myself from going through the putty on the tape. And then I placed new tape in the same place to protect the details from the residue. After another 10 minutes of curing, the putty should be ready to meet a Q-tip damped in water. I squeeze the excess water from the Q-tip so it is not dripping, just damp. And then I start to rub the Q-tip on the putty, which slowly removes the excess away. I do not use excessive pressure because it is very possible to dislodge a big chunk of the putty, including some from the gap I'm trying to fill. I also change the Q-tip regularly as it gets clogged with the residue and starts to smear it down on the surface of the model. After the bulk of the excess putty has been removed, I remove the tape and continue to refine the joint. When the joint requires something finer in size than a regular Q-tip, I use tapered swabs which are more densely packed and are doing a fantastic job for the final sculpting of the putty. As with any other filler, some pinholes and other imperfections may occur, so be prepared for more than one application. To be sure I have done a good job or identify hidden issues, I apply a thin layer of surface primer. At this point it is also a good time to fix these issues with some more putty. If necessary, panel line details can be created on the putty, but due to its brittle nature, I use only the saw type scriber from Tamiya, and I am doing the scribing very gingerly to avoid cracking or other issues with the putty. The technique is fairly simple, easy and fast way to achieve a good finish in awkward places where traditional filling and sanding may prove to be very difficult and also potentially destructive for the surrounding details. If you have found this tutorial to be in any way, shape or form useful, make sure you like this video and then go right here to watch more of my tutorials. Until next time, happy modeling fellas!